That'd have been a rookie mistake.
Yeah, welcome back to our Dream in the Woods. We're into mid-November. We thought we'd get a little more fall-like weather this year, but that has not proven to be the case. So, it started out about 20 degrees this morning. We have kind of a breeze, warmed up to about 30. Not too bad out here, a little windy. So today finally getting back to doing some sawmill and stuff. And I picked out 4 different logs I'm gonna make the post for the sawmill cover. I need some 12 footers and some 9 footers. Yeah, I need, let's see, 3 12 footers and 4 9 footers. 7.5 by 7.5, which is the size of my bracket that I'm gonna use to attach it to the concrete pier at the bottom there. So let me take a look at so trying to put a whole log on and then get a 12 footer and a 9 footer in. So I just chose some of the bigger logs, longer logs in the deck. These are all lodgepole pine. And then I'll try to do a center cut 7.5 by 7.5 for the posts here. So the log deck seems to be working well. Kind of nice to be able to put all the logs on there and then just work off of that without having to be interrupted going and getting the log every time. So. Well, let's see if I can get this log on here. So my only problem here is I'm gonna hit my laser if that log rolls. So I don't know if I can slide it that way. I doubt it. This thing is big. Might have to grab it with the skid steer and move it over just a little bit. I do see that my post for this upright here is in a great spot, because in the future that'll give me a reference of where I need to be able to sneak those logs through, and looks like that's perfect.
Yeah, that'd have been a rookie mistake.
So I got this log up here, and I need 2 pieces out of it. So I'm gonna cut about a little over 9 foot off of this one, and then that'll leave me with 12 to 13 foot on the other one. That's one nice thing about having a long bunk. Put a log up here and then kind of judge it, see where you think it's gonna produce the most amount of wood, and then chop it. I am gonna chop it now instead of trying to make one continuous 7.5 by 7.5, just because I feel like it's easier that way. So. All right, got that first log up here, cut in half, and start making some posts. I don't know, seems like I've been fiddling around with it way too long. Start to feel like you're not getting anything done. So it's a little colder, you move a little slower, but still doable. Those are the first two cuts. I cut it just down to 7.5, the dimension I'm looking for. Pretty wood. Gosh, I like all those, the blue on the outside and the knots. I may be starting to like lodgepole pine. Not too bad. So the critical cut to make things square is the third cut on a cant or on a log to square things up. So instead of the bunk being the main thing as far as being flat, now we go to the back side, and being flush with these log stops becomes the more important thing, because then that makes it 90 degrees to the bunk. So that's on the third cut, is this right here being flush with that log stop. That becomes the critical thing, especially on the third cut, is that the log is perpendicular flush with those log stops, because those are 90 degrees to the bunk, and then that'll get your first square as far as your cant or your lumber that you're looking for. If that's off, or there's a little error space in there, then you're going to have a unsquare cant or beam or lumber in the long run. So let's cut some more. Kind of nice reveal of what that beam's going to look like. I would say, after looking at it, that's hefty. So that should be 7.5 by 7.5 by a little over 12 foot long. So then we'll cut it down in size, but I'd say that's plenty big.